I'm Steve Hobbs, your state senator. Welcome to the 44th District. 44th District represents Marysville, Lake Stevens, Snohomish, Mill Creek, and parts of Everett. Right here is Lake Stevens, born and raised right here. It's named after Isaac Stevens, our first territorial governor. We got 15 miles of shoreline. Let me take you on a tour of this place, and you'll understand why I love the 44th District. So let's go check out the district. Ever since coming to the Senate, it's one thing I've wanted to do: keep jobs here at home, especially here in the 44th District and my hometown of Lake Stevens. One of the things that I've been doing, working with the community leaders here, is trying to revitalize old downtown Lake Stevens. One of the ideas we want to do is try to help the city move their city hall to a different location and use this land next to the lake for commercial development, yet at the same time opening up the shoreline to the public. You know, this is a gem here that we need to use. A gem that can bring tourism into our town and jobs here at home. Well, one thing about growing up here is you really get to understand the environment. As you can see around you, you get the river and the trees. I used to build tree houses out here. We used to catch frogs, tadpoles. That's what it means to grow up around here in the 44th District, and especially in Lake Stevens. That's why, to me, the environment is so important. That's why I push for renewable energy programs. It's important to keep phosphates out of our rivers and streams so that salmon have a place to go. And the copper brake pads. A lot of people don't understand, by using these copper brake pads, the copper gets into our rivers and streams. You know, I want to keep this. I want to keep this not just for me, but for my children and for the children of the 44th District. Mount Pilchuck Elementary. I have a lot of good memories there. Went from kindergarten all the way to 6th grade. What I like is the fact my kids are going to public schools around here too. That's why I care about our education system, and I care about the teachers that work there. You know, for over 30 years, our teachers have been disadvantaged by having a lower salary than the teachers in the surrounding districts. I was really proud to be able to change that the first time in 30 years. And we're not there yet, but we're getting there. Plus, we need to fully fund our education so that our kids are learning better for the next century, competing with kids around the world. I even worked with my seatmate across the aisle, Representative Mike Hope, to get legislation through. We weren't successful this year, but we're going to continue to do it next year as well. Our schools have just too many unfunded mandates. Our schools right now are under a severe budget crunch. That's why I try to push legislation to give them the flexibility they need to teach our kids. Welcome to Centennial Trail. It's a regional park here in Snohomish County and a great example of public-private partnerships between different agencies, including the state, to build this beautiful trail. It's 17 miles going from the city of Snohomish to the city of Arlington, and we wish to expand even further. You know, it's a great place to bring your family. You can skate down here, you can walk, run, you can even bring horses down here. Let's go check out the city of Snohomish. Having served over 20 years in the United States Army, in places like Kosovo and Iraq, I've pushed a lot of veterans issues in the state Senate. What you see in the background there is American Legion Post 96, which is right here in the city of Snohomish. I was happy to team up with American Legion Post 96 and get them the money they need so they could install a lift for the disabled veterans here in the Legion Hall. Nothing warms my heart more than helping these World War II veterans and Vietnam veterans be able to get to their own meetings. One thing that's important to me is economic development, and just like in Lake Stevens, here in the city of Snohomish, we need to keep economic development here in our small towns. Economic development isn't just about preserving aerospace or high-tech or pushing renewable energy bills like I did, but it's also here at home. Small towns and cities and antique shops right here on 1st Street. There was a program that Washington was going to cut, but I preserved it. It's called the Washington Main Street Program. a program that helps small towns and cities just like here in the city of Snohomish to preserve its main streets. It would be a shame to lose our old buildings, our antique shops, and our restaurants. You know, economic development, again, is not about just aerospace and high tech, but it's about small businesses that do business right here in the 44th District. What you see behind you is the Frontier Village intersection. It's a culmination of two major state highways, Highway 9 and 204. And nothing is more important in this district than transportation needs. And I was proud to say that I put $500,000 into this intersection so that we can improve it. One of our major employers here in the 44th District is Boeing. And I'll continue to fight hard for aerospace, not just for the 44th District, but for the state of Washington as well. I'm on the Aerospace Council, and one of the primary things that we need to do is to keep highly trained aerospace workers here in the state of Washington. That's why I'm pushing hard for aerospace training. Boeing is vitally important to this district, and Boeing families are important to me. That's why I'm going to fight hard to keep Boeing here and to keep the jobs right here in the state of Washington. Thanks for visiting my district. We only got to see a little bit of a great place where I like to call home. If you have any questions about my district or about legislation that I'm sponsoring, feel free to contact me.